Hello friends, I'm Swapna Shetty. In this video, we are going to see how to relate objects. So basically, there are three ways to relate objects, like using references, using inner class, and using inheritance concept. So it is always possible to create objects for different classes and establish relationship between them. When the objects are related, we can access and use members of one object in another object. So why should we relate objects? It is basically useful when an object should start processing data where another object has left, or it is also helpful to pass data from one object to another object and from there to another object in a chained form. So in this video, we are going to see how to relate objects using references. So to access members of class 2 in class 1, we should declare the reference of class 2 in class 1 as something like this. Class 1, in that we need to pass the class 2's reference as an instance variable. So let's see this with an example. So first let me create an project, new Java project. Project name is relate objects. And say next, then say finish. So relate projects has been created, and right click on the project and say new class, and I want to name it in com.educators, and the name of the class is relate, and it is public static void main. So I need class 1 and 2 first, so let me declare class 1. So in class 1, I am using one instance variable called x and class 2's reference variable. So for that, I need to create class 2 first. So let me create class 2. So in class 2, I'm having another instance variable, say y, and one constructor to initialize this y variable, int y. And so to initialize this, I just use this keyword because I'm using y as local as well as instance variable. So this dot y equals to y. And I also want to use display method. So for that, void display. In this, I want to print the value of y. That is system.out.println 2's y equals to plus y. So here we can see an error saying that so it is not small c, it's not capital C. So that's the error. So class 2 is ready, which is having only one instance variable and one display method, which is just displaying the value of y. So in class 1, I use one more constructor, which is having 2's reference, that is 2t, in which I initialize the instance variables of x, that is this dot t equals to t, and also x as some value, say 10. And in this, I'll have one more display method, void display, in which I would print first one's x value, it is simply x, and then call the to's display method to check whether we can access to's method in one class or not, and also print the value of to's variable. That is, simply say to's variable equals to, say, plus, and then say t dot y. So class 1 and class 2 are ready for us. Now we need to use these classes. So for that, I just create first to's objects. So say to obj2 equals to new 2, and I want to pass some value to the y variable, that is 22. Now create one's object, 1 obj1 equals to new 1. Since 1 is accepting 2's object, so I just simply pass obj2 and then call obj1 dot display method. So let's see. First I have created 2's object, so 22 will be passed to y, so y will be initialized to 22, and then creating one object and passing 2's object, that is obj2. So once constructor will be called and t will be initialized with obj2 and x with 10, and then I'm calling once display method. So in once display method, once variable, that is once x will be displayed as 10. Then I'm calling to's display method, which is just displaying the y value, that is 22, and again to's. In the once method, I'm trying to access the value of y, which is of 2 class. So let's see. Run as Java application. You can see 1x as 10 and 2's y 22 and 2's variable 22. That is, we are able to access 2's members in one class. So here at the time of creating one's object, we passed reference of 2's object, that is obj2. Now with this reference, obj2's value is copied into one's constructor, and there it initializes reference t, which is declared at class 1, and then we can access the members of 2. So this is how we can relate to or object of one class in another. That's all with the session. Thank you.